And welcome back to another video from my series Star Trek, the official Starships Collection, in which I talk about different models released by the company Eaglemoss as a part of their series Star Trek, the official Starships Collection. This video will be about a special issue released back in April 2017. It's issue number 8, and it's the USS Franklin. For those of you who don't know, the USS Franklin is the ship they used in the latest Star Trek movie, Star Trek Beyond. This is what you will receive if you buy this model, or if you already bought it. There is a box containing the model, and as always with these special issues, it's much bigger, and also there is this standard magazine containing a lot of background information about the model. So first of all, let's take a look at the box. As usually on this side you can see it's a collector's model, not designed or intended for play by children under 14 years of age, made in China, published by Eaglemoss, the same message in different languages. Here on this side you can see the logo of the original Star Trek TV show. Here you have logos of the other 4 Star Trek TV shows: Voyager, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine and Enterprise. Back on the bottom you can see StarTrek.com, copyright 2017 by Paramount Pictures Corporation and CBS Studios Incorporated. Now that's the box. There is slight damage on the top of the box, but that's not really important, at least not for me. And this is the model itself, the USS Franklin. Let's carefully take it out. It has a slightly unusual shape. USS Franklin NX 326. You can see it has some interesting paint job, and because of its size it has also a lot of surface detail. These are the warp nacelles. And these caps on the back of them look very similar to the caps on the Enterprise model from the classic Star Trek TV show. Here you can see my only problem with this model so far, the huge seam line. They could mask it a little bit better. It doesn't look very nice. Also here you can see it's the NX 326 on the bottom. So that was the first look at the model. Now let's take also these other parts out of the box. So here on the bottom you can see again it's the USS Franklin, and the model was trademark and copyright 2017 by CBS Studios Incorporated, and of course Paramount, because it's from a movie. So now it's time to try to put all these parts together. So this is how the model looks like when it's on the display stand. As I said, interesting paint, interesting amount of surface detail. I'm not really sure if I like the design or not, but it looks much more similar to the classic starships and not the Kelvin timeline starships, which is, in my opinion, a good thing. Closer look from other angles. From the back, you can see that this basically has its quote-unquote legs wide open, which is a really strange design choice. Also, it has basically no main hull section. It's just this giant saucer and two warp nacelles. Now here on the front you can see the big window. And that was all for the model, so let's take a closer look at the magazine. As usual, it starts with the table of content and with the detailed information about the real ship. Specification, you can see it's a starship from the 22nd century. Its captain was Captain Edison, who is the main villain in Star Trek Beyond. And on these next pages you can see an article about the Franklin. Here you can compare the different shades of grey. So I'm not really sure which shade is more correct, but as you see the model is much brighter than the picture. I have to check the movie which color would be more appropriate for this. Designing the Franklin. So you can see that they skipped the 2 pages on which they usually show a detailed description of the different parts of the ship. And they jump directly to the design process. Because it's from the new movie, there are no sketches, there are these 3D mock-ups. This looks like something from Star Wars and not from Star Trek. This looks really nice, but I don't think it's from the movie, so that's again just some thing created for this. And here you can see some early versions from different sites. Inside the Franklin, again, we haven't really seen that much from the Franklin itself in the movie. We have seen mainly the bridge and the transporter room. More pictures of the ship. Detailed view of the warp nacelles. This looks like the final design, which was in the movie. And that's it. So, as I said, really interesting model from a really interesting Star Trek movie. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, I recommend finding it out. It was the first Kelvin timeline movie which I liked. So thank you very much for watching this little video. If you liked what I'm doing here, you can watch any of my previous videos about the Eaglemoss models, and see you next time. Thank you very much again. Bye.